What's up, zoners? Welcome to the Week 7 Beer Time Breakdown. We are drinking. We're talking about all the latest news in our News N Brews section. Then we have our starts of the week. I kind of have a secret start of the week, but I've been busy with my family, so it's still kind of a secret start of the week. And then, hey, we're going to tell you what we got right and what we got wrong for Thursday Night Football and see, what was going on with that game, all the fantasy consequences. If that sounds good to you, hold on for 7 seconds. What's up, zoners? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard youth and Wolf, coming at you live from the West Coast. And this is the Fantasy Red Zone. Today's episode, we have our starts of the week. My family is in town once again, just a different family. Jason, I do not have a secret start of the week. I might come up with one on the fly during the show, so pay effing attention. I'm saying effing because I'm pretty sure my dad is outside my door right now. So pay fucking attention, guys. We're doing it live. So, Jason, we're going to be doing our News and Brews section. All the breaking news. Going to go over what we did right and what we did wrong in Thursday Night Football. And like I said, starts of the week. That is the meat of the episode. Before we get into all of that, Jason, would you please tell the public how they can help this show? And don't worry about me. I've got enough money to shower at least. I just did not shower, in a couple days. If it looks like I'm beat up, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, if you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. Or was it, what do I say? If you could hit the subscribe, that'd be great. If you press the like, we like the likes. If you go ahead and just give us some comments about some players or some questions on who to start or who to sit for Week 7, let us know. We're also on the Spotify at the Fantasy Red Zone. If you like listening to us on the way to work, I do.
I don't like to hear my own voice, so hopefully you like to. Jason,
well, that's how, like, when you put out your thing, like, it's hard for me to watch it at work. Like, I have it at work, but it's, like, muted.
Yeah, because I'm cussing a lot?
Well, just, I don't want people at work knowing that I'm, like, on YouTube. So So I try to listen to your stuff, like, on the way to work.
Thank you. All right, Jason. News.
Always.
Did you notice that Mecole Hardman got signed by the Kansas City Chiefs? Of course he did, because I went to go sign him, Jason, and you already did.
Yep. Verizon.
So, it's all because Justin Watson was injured in this last game. Elbow did not participate in practice even on Friday. That was their deep threat. Now we have Mecole Hardman coming back. What I remember about Mecole Hardman is he'd get like a touchdown and like 50 yards a game, dude. Catch a couple deep passes. So, yeah. I do know that, like, I think the last 3 PPR games that Mecole Hardman was on the Chiefs was like 18 points, 20 points, 12 points. The games before that was like 1 point, 5 points, 7 points. So it is going to be kind of hot, hit and miss. Jason, how do you feel about acquiring Mecole Hardman?
I think he's going to be more of a trade for me because I also have Rashid Rice. So I'm already thinking, like, what can I get from Tyler?
So, Jason, Justin Herbert has been held under 230 yards in each of his last 2 games. So, anyways, he hurt his finger in 2 games ago, broke his whatever it was. It has been affecting him. I watched those games. He is clearly thinking about it a lot. You saw him miss Keenan Allen on some amazing touchdown opportunities last week. He is fully participated in practice, Jason, and he's not on the injury report. I am hoping. I know this injury is still going to bother him, but hopefully it is much better. How do you feel about Justin Herbert? You are the Justin Herbert owner.
I'm not too concerned about it. He's getting rushing yards. I don't think he's going to score as many points as he once was when he had, like, Mike Williams involved. Because right now I feel like it's just Keenan Allen. But, Eckler, it was his first game back last week. Now, maybe he could get involved in the passing game too, but I'm not really too concerned about it. He's still putting up pretty good numbers.
And Jason, this is a huge one for my start of the week. Deebo Samuel, he did not participate in practice on Friday. He has that shoulder injury. Christian McCaffrey, same team, same high-profile player. He did not participate in practice, but he was limited in practice. He was on the sidelines doing limited work. I was just reading an article about this. So on most news articles or news websites are saying that he did not participate in practice. He was limited on the sidelines. Deebo was nowhere to be seen. I do think that Deebo will not play on Monday. And for reasons, Jason, I'm going to be going over in detail on my start of the week. I'm pretty sure that Christian McCaffrey, if he plays, is going to be very limited.
I think if there was a chance that I was trying to pick the same start of the week as you, but I was very unsure because it's a Monday game. Like, Debo could practice fully tomorrow, right? Or
see, Saturday's when we know. So we are shooting this Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
On these guys, like it was Devontae Adams practiced last Saturday. That was my go ahead to keep him in my lineup. I wish I fucking wouldn't have, but still, dude. So we should know by tomorrow.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, you're gonna have a good start of the week. I'll be right back.
All right, moving forward, Kyren Williams, which is funny because I wanted to talk to Jason about this. He is the Kyren Williams owner. He did bid more than me in that week one. I bid all my money on Puka. I should have got Puka and Kyren. What the fuck I was thinking. Did not participate in practice and has been ruled out for week 7. So they have Royce Freeman. They have that Murray with the new, I don't remember what his name is, but the rookie. Sean McVay just came out with a interview today talking about how that rookie still has a lot to learn. I would not be surprised if Darrell Henderson was the leading, led this backfield this week. I think that Darrell Henderson is worth a pickup, but Royce Freeman is the veteran that has been on this team. So I am expecting maybe, Royce Freeman to get the first looks. And then after that, Darrell Henderson all day long. And also, we'll talk. You know what? And also, I do want to say that Albert Breer, Monday morning quarterback. No, Peter Schrager, who I love, right? They were going over who might get traded that nobody is talking about. The only running back that could get traded right now is Rashad Penny. And if Rashad Penny went to the fucking Rams, I would be very interested. So there's that. Deontay Johnson, hamstring, fully participated in practice on Friday. So if you're like me and lost Deontay Johnson in my 10-man league, after week 1, I drafted him because it was fucking full PPR. I get 0 PPR when this fucker's not in. So I've been waiting for this fool to come back. If he comes back this week, I probably would not start him. Even though Freiermuth has an injury too, that is very tempting. But still, I think that who was it? Oh yeah, Deontay Johnson. I probably wait a week on. I know this offense sucks, but I still think he's going to get fed 10 targets a game. Dallas Goedert, groin. Oh, were you there, Jason?
Yeah, sorry. I came back. I was going to ask you a question, but you pretty much answered it because I got Deontay Johnson on my team.
Oh.
And I keep an eye on him in the IR slot.
Would you want to? I wouldn't want to. I'd probably keep him in my IR slot this week. Say fuck it, because as soon as you take him out of there, you can't put him back in.
Yeah, but I'm putting A-Chain in it.
Yeah, oh yeah, and maybe take a risk on somebody that's not playing right now on a backup, and then play Deontay next week. Jason, Devonta Smith has a hamstring issue. I'm wondering if this is a lingering problem or what, because they signed Julio Jones. I know they lost the third round, or they lost somebody else on that team too. But still, dude, Devonta Smith, would you be trying to trade for Devonta Smith right now? He is a great buy low, but I don't know if things are going to turn around for him or not without Shane Steichen there.
No, I'm kind of staying clear from it. Not liking what I see, and it's like anytime Devonta Smith gets any type of fantasy points, AJ Brown gets a little mad and a little fussy.
Gets real mad.
Yeah. I need
Jason.
the ball. Yeah.
Kyler Murray, you saw me pick him up, right?
Mm.
Dude, that fool apparently is like on good graces with that whole entire team. He changed his attitude around. I am expecting big things. He was a top 10 quarterback 2 years ago. I think that's the last time he probably played a full season. So, Jason, I mean, if he is out on people's waiver wires, go pick him up and put him in your IR slot. I lost AR-15. I got to replace him with Kyler Murray. I actually feel okay with that.
You feel pretty confident? Yeah, absolutely.
Also, go trade for Hollywood Brown if you acquire for Kyler Murray. That's what I'm going to probably try to do.
Yeah, this is a good time to get Brown pretty low.
And then Jason, dude, this snuck up last week, like on a Thursday or Friday. Zach Charbonnet, hamstring, did not participate in practice, dude. Listed questionable for week 7. I was so worried about Zach Charbonnet taking over my Kenneth Walker. He's been not carrying my team, but he's been a great running back for me. Dude, not happening anytime soon, Jason.
Yeah. Are you going to... And there's more... What? DK Metcalf was questionable. Tyler Lockett, I think, is also questionable.
Yeah, and now people are like, is Jackson Smith and Jigba finally going to break out and catch a
this
touchdown?
could be it, right?
I dropped him. I couldn't play that game anymore. I needed more running backs. So
yeah.
And then here we go, Jason. Last person we're going to talk about. Oh no, we have one more. We have two more people. Aaron Jones, I do want to hit. Limited during practice and Friday. If you can, now this is he came in. This is kind of like that Keenan Allen situation. Jason had an injured hamstring, came back to the play, re-injured it. Now we're kind of like week to week. People are saying that Aaron Jones is a great buy low right now. Would you want to get involved with a player like this? It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah, if I could trade somebody like Jalen Warren for him, I'll do it. I mean,
what about Puka? Would you trade Puka for Aaron Jones?
I don't think so. Still pretty high on Puka for even the rest of the season.
Yeah, me too. It's like you're trading a top 12 wide receiver for a top 10, top 12 running back who might not play. So, all right, Jason. Last one and it does affect both of us. Hey, Jeff Wilson Jr. fully participated in practice and is not on the injury report. I'm pretty sure the Alvin Samad. They just put the other rookie on IR, Chris Brown or whatever his fucking name is.
I think it's like Brooks
or whatever. So yeah, they are going to be Jeff Wilson going to be suited up. He is the larger back on this team. Achan's kind of small. Mostert kind of small. Wilson is the large back. So interesting to see how this works out, Jason.
Yeah, he's been working on those lap pull downs.
Has he?
Yeah, he's a large back.
You gotta do deadlifts, man. Like deadlifts, I need to. If I wasn't married, if I was single, and like I try to care about what I look like, I would love to do some deadlifts.
Deadlifts all day, every day, man.
Yeah, but right now I don't give a fuck.
If your back's not hurting, you're not doing it right.
Jason.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over our starts of the week. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. You were talking
what was our last week? Tony Pollard, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know it. It's tough. He didn't hit his projection points, and it's kind of tough for me to.
Are you trading for Tony Pollard?
Would I trade for him?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man! I don't know. Like the Cowboys, they struggle so much to score touchdowns, man. Like you're just relying on like receptions and yards with this guy and carries, but they're struggling so bad to get touchdowns.
Your start of the week is somebody we talked about, huh?
Marquise Brown.
There we go.
Yeah, it was between him and Matthew Stafford. And I went... Where's my notes? Gosh, dang it. Okay. And I went with Marquise Brown. He's going into this week as wide receiver Trevin. Wide receiver 21. And he's ranked wide receiver 13 by ESPN. He's playing at Seattle. Seattle's defense is... He's what?
You're like, he's wanked?
Did I say he's
a winker?
Oh, I know. He's a winker. Dude, that's the English Premier League, man. We got to start doing soccer. Seattle's defense is tied for third, and most receiving touchdowns allowed was 7, and this is in 5 games. So 7 in 5 games. And they're 6 to wide receiver receptions. They've given up 90 receptions this year to wide receivers. Brown had 11 targets last week and has 4 games with 10 or more targets this season. And what do we do, Tyler?
We chase targets. I know, dude. That's all I care about.
Chase them like caps. We chase them like the caps. This dude had a 16 yards.
But when we catch them, Jason, we do not beat them and then kill them.
No, we shake their hand and say, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the targets. This dude has 16 yards as an average for target air yards last week, which was 3rd overall in wide receivers. And he has 47% shared team yards. That was also top 10 last week. The game over and under is 44.5. So, points will be scored. So give me a wide receiver.
Yeah, that is on the higher end this week, Jason.
Yeah, so give me a wide receiver who's getting 10 opportunities a game for a bounce back from last week's poor performance. Go with Marquise Brown.
And who are they playing?
Seattle. Division game.
Yeah, well, who do you think Witherspoon will be on?
Oh, I don't care.
Dude, Witherspoon, probably should start caring, Jason.
I don't care about that defense.
Dude, you should care about Witherspoon.
What's he doing?
Dude, he's locking fools up.
He's locking fools up.
Yeah. ER.
Is he staying to one side of the field?
I have no idea, but he's been all over the highlights.
We'll go to the other side.
Michael Wilson's going to come down and kill shit instead.
Michael Wilson. This could be another game for him.
No, dude, I like.
So hey, well, I'll tell you this, Tyler. Like, this is the thing with Marquise Brown, where I think not a lot of people are talking about him because yeah, he's getting all the targets, but his catch rate is like 39%. It's like another like T Higgins. Like he's not getting the separation. His separation average is like 2.1. Right. And I'm like, all that is just horrible. You don't like to see, but I am just believing and playing against a defense where he's going to get the ball like 11 times. There's high scoring that could be going in this game. I'm going to take a chance. I think he's going to do well. Witherspoon or not. What's Witherspoon's first name?
Devin, I think.
Okay.
He's like been a huge hit this year for him. He's been fucking people up. But I do want to say at Cincinnati, Jamar Chase, yeah, I think he was covering Jamar Chase last week. And Jamar Chase kind of got quieted for the first time in a while.
Well, yeah, Bengals are
inconsistent right now.
I'm also texting my wife. I had to tell her the food is secure. I had to go get the food.
Oh, that's what you did. All right, Jason. So that's your start of the week is Hollywood Brown. I do like that. I was looking at wide receivers with good matchups that get a lot of targets, and I did see that. So I think that's a good pick. You ready for mine?
Yes, let's hear it.
So, Jason, we were talking earlier about injuries and Deebo Samuel. So the last time Deebo Samuel missed a game, and dude, I get to watch these games with my own eyes. And then I watch a lot of, I go to like the who passed the eye test threads on Reddit and stuff like that and some other forums. And this dude is always like, who the fuck, man? What the fuck is this guy? This guy is always open. This guy is crazy. Deebo Samuel missed week 4, Arizona Cardinals. This player had 6 receptions for 148 yards on 6 targets that game. And now we're looking at a game that may not even have Christian McCaffrey or a very limited Christian McCaffrey. So my start of the week is Brandon Ayuk. I got Ayuk.
Remember that?
Dude. So, Jason, I think there were 6. I think there's 6 teams with artificial turf in their stadiums, and a huge proponent. It's all, and I think it was led by Nick Bosa. And a lot of players on this 49ers team last season, in the last offseason, was like, dude, we're not playing on this shit anymore. It is a certain type of turf. So there's artificial turf. And then there's, that's what it was. So a lot of teams have turf. But then there's a special type of turf. It's called slick blade turf or something like that. I just learned this from Albert Breer this last week. There were 6 teams that were still using this super shitty turf. And this is what Joey Bosa, it was like the Giants MetLife Stadium and some other places. Well, now it's down to 3 teams. 3 of those teams got rid of it this offseason. Now we're looking at my fucking Vikings. They don't want to spend the goddamn money. They have that amazing stadium. They want to spend the money on non-slick turf. They have the Colts and then somebody else. Well, Jason, they are playing at the Vikings. They're going to be playing on that shit turf, right? With a team that is like has been the most vocal about not playing on it, and their biggest stars are injured right now, Jason. So, do I think that they're going to roll out their biggest stars that might be already injured on this shitty surface? I think, just like Albert Breer was saying, I think this is something that nobody is talking about. They are going to probably hold them out just because of that slick blade turf. So have you ever heard of that before?
No, isn't that crazy? That's something to think about.
I don't. And then I was going through. There's a lot of places that use turf, but it's a special kind of turf that really fucks people up. So that was my first thing there. And then I'm also looking at, dude, when you watch these 49ers games, Jason, Brandon Ayuk looks like fucking like a preseason Calvin Ridley. He's like blowing fools up. He always looks open. Dude, Jason, he's got 58 yards and 76 yards the last 2 games. 7 fantasy points, 9 fantasy points. People are probably like, dude, he's probably not that great. I have him as a top 8 wide receiver in this league, dude. I'm telling you, that's what I feel. And then when I think that he always gets open, a good indicator of that is first read target shares. And this guy is at 38%. That is like 5th in the league. So this guy, Brock Purdy just pretty much sits back there. As soon as he hits his back foot, he releases to this guy. He's always fucking open. And then week 6 target share leaders, Brandon Ayuk, 37%. That was number 3 on the week. So even last week, I think probably because Debo was injured, got a huge amount of target shares. At Minnesota, these fuckers bleed points to the wide receivers. I was supposed to have that stat, but I've been watching shit. I've been metal detecting with my dad all day, if you understand that. I think that this is going to be a huge game. Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver 15. I think he's projected 11 points right now. I have it right here. I think that he's going to blow. Oh, he's projected 14.5 points. This is like the highest he's been projected. I think that everybody's kind of understanding that Debo is not going to play. And the last time that happened, he scored 18 points.
Yep.
I'm seeing touchdowns, Jason. I think that this guy has the best chance to go nuclear this week.
And last week, they played against the Browns.
Dude, and he still got 76 yards. And then he had to go against Dallas. That was 58 yards. Dude, Minnesota's going to look like fucking Swiss cheese up in this biatch.
In and out, in and out.
Yeah, so I think that is my dude right there. How do you feel about Brandon Ayuk, Jason?
I like Brandon Ayuk. He was a guy that I was actually thinking about too, but I was just concerned about since our game is on Monday, there was 2 reasons. I just had a player for Monday, and then the other one was because his game is on Monday, I don't know if Deebo Samuel is going to be able to play or not.
And
today, And
I'm looking through this, Jason. I just remembered who I wanted my secret start of the week to be. I wanted it to be Michael Gallup after last game.
Oh.
But he's on bye.
Oh.
Because I was like, dude, that fool was targeted so much last game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So,
had a couple drop passes, but...
So you know what my secret start of the week is going to be, Jason? I talked about him earlier. Darrell Henderson.
I knew it. You were going to say him.
He's going to he's going to get a touchdown. He's going to get 10 points. He's going to be worth a flex. Then he's going to flip their shit. Watch out. Darrell Henderson going to do some shit this weekend. The stuff I heard about the rookie, man, I don't even know if he'll get, I don't know, dude. There's the shit that Sean McVay was saying about that rookie just really scared me. Darrell Henderson, you always count him out. He always rises from the fucking dead, dude.
Yeah. There's a reason why people cut him out.
So, there you go. Again, sorry about the secret start of the week. I have not had any time. I'm not going to see my parents for a while after this, so football will be the main plate after this. Jason.
Football.
Oh, Jason, I do want to say about Brandon Ayuk. If you can trade for Brandon Ayuk before, right now, dude, fucking right now, try to do it. Because I do think that he's going to blow up this weekend. And I'm telling you, man, this guy is a top 8 wide receiver fantasy-wise. The rest of the season, they've had some tough matchups. I love him. I love Brandon Ayuk going forward. I would try to trade.
I do. I like it.
Would you trade Puka for Ayuk? I was thinking about doing that.
Dude, I'm very high on Puka, man.
I know. I think Puka and Ayuk, I think Ayuk is the number 1 on that team, though. That's my problem. I think Debo is the more of the Puka. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Puka would have done good last week if he just dropped a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I know. There was some shit going on.
So Tyler, you had me freaking out a little bit about this Witherspoon, so I looked him up. He doesn't really cover the number 1s.
Okay.
So
I want to say I thought he did some good shit against Jamar Chase last week.
Yeah, he went up against Tyler Boyd last week.
Oh man, Boyd had 7 targets and a touchdown.
What?
Said Boyd had 7 targets and a touchdown, so don't listen to me. It's I haven't really dug deep into Witherspoon. Just the highlights and all the shit I've been hearing about him. I know that Patrick Surtain is the lockdown cornerback this year, but I've heard I've heard a lot of good stuff about Devin Witherspoon. All right,
yeah. Sorry, looking. You had me fucking tripping, but you never know. You know what? Like, because like you said, Tyler Boyd scored a touchdown last week, but on that play, Witherspoon wasn't even covering him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How
No,
do you know all
Witherspoon's been
this?
killing it. He's been killing it. He hasn't given up all the wide receivers he's gone up against. He's only given up a 50-yarder or 50 yards once, and that was against Wan'Dale Robinson.
Damn, I was thinking about making Wan'Dale my start of my secret start of the week too.
You know, I picked him up. He's the one that I dropped for Nicole Hardman.
I started him last week, and last year, and I say this all the time. He had fucking 8 targets going into halftime, and I was like, holy shit! So I've always liked him. All right, Jason, let's go over Thursday night football game, eh?
Okay, we finally got ourselves a banger.
Yeah, 31-24 is probably better than what we've been getting, really. I mean, 55 points,
so.
dude. That was definitely way over on the over there. It looked like it was going to be a super slow game. Then the Saints, man, there's some crazy shit going on with the Saints right now we need to talk about.
We'll start it off. What do we need to talk about?
About fucking Taysom Hill. I said to play Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
I told you to play. I said, I'd probably get a touchdown. This fool got, Alvin Kamara got rejected 3 times on the goal line. And then Taysom Hill went there, got the goddamn touchdown. So he got more goal. Yeah, he got more goal line carries, better running back usage than Jamal Williams. And then I was talking about him maybe playing the slot. Jason, he kind of did. 4 catches for 50 yards. Taysom Hill, tight end 1, man. If he's doing this shit.
Yeah, they showed some. Oh, first of all, did Jamal Williams get a goal line carry at all? I don't remember seeing him in there.
I was with my parents watching scary movies.
Oh.
Poltergeist. I can't remember what else we watched.
Which Poltergeist?
The first one?
Oh, it's my favorite.
You know what? I don't even remember. I saw that there was one like in 2016 or 18 or 19. I can't remember.
Yeah,
was it stupid?
Yeah,
was it a terrible movie?
Dumb. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Where was I going with that? Oh, I saw something that like Taysom Hill. I can't remember if it was all of last year or his career, but he only had like 21 receptions total, either all of last year or in his career. And then now with Derek Carr as his quarterback, he's actually getting the targets and receptions.
Jason, I just looked up. I just put in Twitter. The first thing that popped up: PFF. Devon Witherspoon is a force. Devon Witherspoon is a force already. He's got an 84.4 PFF grade. He has 6 forced incompletions, and he is second in each category of that. So he's the second highest graded cornerback on the year, probably behind Patrick Surtain, dude.
Ooh. I sure hope he doesn't follow Brown. Maybe a couple of screen passes.
Yeah, dude. So he's
some goal line screen passes.
Yeah, he is killing shit, dude. And so, Jason, here, I mean, maybe we should just talk about big points from the game first. So Taysom Hill, I think that he is definitely worth a pickup. He is going to be on my waiver wire show. But do I expect this to happen continually? Fuck no. So it's almost like, I mean, if you're just tight ends are so shitty, you have to take a chance on this. It's pretty much what I'm talking about. I would probably start him until it doesn't happen. As far as, I mean, because what else are you going to do? I mean, unless you've got as long as you have like Evan Ingram or better, you probably won't worry about Taysom Hill. But if you do not, just start Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill did better than Ingram.
Yeah, I know. And people are talking about how Ingram's never going to be great this year, but hey, man, getting like 7 points from your tight end is good enough for me a lot of times.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah, so, and then, Jason, did you see the hot topic on the videos and all that shit today, all the little clips? Chris Olave giving up on routes.
I did see that one, and Derek Carr was like, "What are you doing? Keep on running, keep on running."
So did you see what happened? Dennis Allen
Yeah,
came out and said this.
yeah, he gave up on a route.
Yeah, he ran the wrong route in the beginning, and then Derek Carr said "fuck it" and threw it away. So people were like, "Man, yeah, of course he ran. Like Derek Carr sucks. He couldn't even hit him." Well, shit. Like he gave up. Like he ran the wrong route, and then he realized it and just gave up. Maybe that's why he gave up. But apparently, there's a lot of clips, Jason, of Chris Olave giving up on routes from this season.
Maybe he's just doing it out of frustration, where it's like, well, I'm not getting the ball anyway.
Or
That
yeah,
guy
dude, I would
sucks,
just
dude. Damn, that would suck, especially for the fantasy aspect. We're hearing your players like giving up, on routes, like when Antonio Brown gave up in the second quarter when I was in the championship.
And Jason, the only thing that Next Gen Stats released about this game, the Saints defense generated only 3 quarterback pressures on Trevor Lawrence last night. 8.6% pressure rate. That is the lowest by a defense in a game this fucking season. So I started the Jaguars defense last night, and I was saved. I had 15 points at one point because of that touchdown. And then fucking Saints came marching in, Jason, and I think I ended up with 10 points.
You started the Jaguars defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been focused on my parents and other shit. This shows so much. I forgot I wanted to look at defenses, so I just rolled out the same defense. I think Tampa Bay, it was between that and Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I am so confused right now. Okay. What did the Jaguars end up? They gave up 24 points, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying though, they did not generate any quarterback pressures last night. Or though the Saints did not generate any quarterback pressures. Then I talked about starting the Jaguars defense.
Yeah, that was one thing I was looking at when I was doing the player pause. And the Saints they're not really in the top tier of getting sacks this year. Even with that, Jacksonville's like bad offensive line, I feel like most of the defense just comes on stopping the run and then the secondary because they're not really getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, and then Jason, Alvin Kamara, I want to talk about that real fast. He has 2 of his last 3 games have 14 fucking targets.
I know, dude. Every other play.
Yeah, and is this sustainable? Like since Alvin Kamara's came back, they have a losing record. They had a winning record before Alvin Kamara, 2-1, now 1-2, or something like that. Maybe 2-3. Can't remember.
Yeah, and is Jamal Williams was this just kind of a slowly put your feet in the water type game?
Yeah.
Next week, is he going to get more opportunities?
So I'm thinking about maybe trying to trade away Alvin Kamara this week. That might be stupid of me, but this cannot continue on. They're losing games, playing this way. I mean, Jamal Williams is going to be nothing but healthier. How do you feel about trading Alvin Kamara after a boom week?
Yeah. Shoot, man.
It's hard because his floor has been like 12.5 points.
I know. You could probably get a lot for him.
Well, yeah, they're trying. I could probably try to trade him and somebody for Jamar Chase.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's what I'm looking at right now. A guy in our league is keeps on sending me like 4 trades that are like 4-man, like my 4 for your 5 players or his 4 players for my 5 players. I'm like, dude, my brain doesn't work that way. Can we do like 2 for 1?
Yeah, 2 for 1. That's not as simple.
Fuck, dude. I don't want to swap my lineup with your lineup. Like I'm in first place.
That's how I was when I was old. Garrett Wilson for sale, and I got like a 6-man trade. I'm like, what? No, just Garrett Wilson, dude. Give me a bag of rocks, man. I'll train for a bag of rocks.
So we're looking at Alvin Kamara. Whatever. Hey, Derek Carr got his 300 yards. I said to play Derek Carr. That's good enough for me, given that was a terrible game by Derek Carr.
And it came within like the last quarter and a half. There was just something that just clicked, man. He scored a touchdown in 3 passes.
And then Jason, I said to play Alvin Kamara. That was great. He super smashed for me, so that was good. I said to play Taysom Hill. That was a good pick too. Jamal Williams, I said to fucking don't worry about that fool, and I said to not worry about Kendre Miller. Jason, Kendre Miller did not touch the goddamn ball.
Yeah, I think that was pretty easy. Don't start.
So
he's going to turn back to irrelevance player now.
But I was wrong saying that I thought that Kendra Miller would be ahead of Jamal Williams. That was incorrect. I said to start Chris Olave. And if you were in PPR, I think that was fine. If you weren't, I apologize. This fool, 15 targets, Jason, turned into 57 fucking yards.
Oh my. Wow, you don't realize till you're staring down these stats, man. Like,
and Jason, so if you are an Olave owner, what are you doing with Chris Olave?
I'm trading him for Michael Thomas.
Michael
the
Thomas,
roles are reversed now.
Dude, Michael Thomas got his same fucking game. He just happened to catch a touchdown. So he got 7 targets. Good. Yeah, he gets like 7 to 9 targets every game. Around 40, 50 yards. This time
2
he got
end zone targets.
Yeah, I mean, that's big time, dude, when you think about it that way.
Yeah.
I said to sit Michael Thomas. I fucked up on that one because he caught a touchdown. I said to sit Foster Moreau. I feel good about that. Oh. I said to I said to sit Michael Thomas, Jason. I said to sit Michael Thomas. Oh, I did. Fuck, I fucked up. God damn it.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Did you see the end with Moreau?
What'd he do?
Oh, they were going to tie the game. Wide open in the end zone, and he dropped the pass. There wasn't even anyone around him by like 5 yards.
No shit.
And then he went over to this, and that was like the end of the game. That was like, I think they had one more play after that. But then he went over on the bench, and he was like, depressed, like sad, and people like Alvin Kamara went over there and was all, "It's okay, man.
Well,
next time."
He's coming back from cancer, dude. He's just like, fuck.
Yeah, it just sucks. That happens, dude. It just like went right through his hands. It was a wide open play. Derek Carr put it there, and it just happens.
And Jason,
it's what it is sometimes.
Yeah, and I was pumped up on Rashid Shaheed. I was like, this fool will at least get 6 targets this game, and if Rashid Shaheed gets 6 targets, that is a start. Well, Jason, he got 8 fucking targets. That turned into 28 yards. So I didn't get to watch that game that much. My parents, again, were in town. So not great.
He had one amazing one-handed catch in the end zone, but he got pushed out. He only got like 1 foot in.
And then Jason, so moving over to the Jaguars, did you say to play or start or sit Trevor Lawrence?
I said because he has a bum knee.
And he's all running everywhere.
Bro, I said to sit him. I was like, there's no way. This everyone's like unsure. Is he not? Is he not?
Is he is or is he ain't?
Is he is or is he ain't? But yeah, I was like, dude, there's no way. He has not been throwing the ball great. And then he goes and leads the team in rushing. I'm like, what? They bamboozled all of us. I'm bamboozled. It was a mirage, dude. It was effing stupid. But yeah, I said to sit him and ended up getting 17 points, 50 yards rushing. So he got 50. He got 5 extra points for him in that game. And I want to know how many people actually started him after how he's been performing.
Well,
not really how he's performing, but how he's coming back or injured, and then he's playing at the Superdome. The Superdome,
dude. Well, Jason, he's been one of the least. He's been one of the biggest disappointments this season. So as far as fantasy goes, and now even when you start listening, because I remember at the end of last year, Colin Cowherd's like, he's a top 4 quarterback. He's never gonna not be a top 4 quarterback. Now he's like, I don't know if he's a top. He's a top 10-ish quarterback. It's like, shut the fuck up, Colin Cowherd. Yeah. Stand by your shit. But I get it, dude. Like, he regressed big time. But, Jason, if you remember last year, he was not great until halfway through the fucking year. And then he won people leagues. So
it took a while.
We'll talk about that for somebody else here in a minute. So, Trevor Lawrence, if you have him, you're holding him. Don't try to trade him because you're not going to be able to get much. I think that better days are ahead for Trevor Lawrence. And then, Jason, your hot topic yesterday, ETN got 2 touchdowns, man.
Yeah, and he was inefficient on the ground.
He was.
That's for damn sure. He only had 17 total touches of the game. I was expecting 20. But he had that great touchdown run, which was about like 15 yards out. That was his like best run of the game, and then he got a goal line carry on the first touchdown of the game. And those 2 touchdowns are pretty much going to save anybody who started him because he didn't really do much besides that. Like, he was 3.8 yards per carry.
Yeah, and I mean, he, usually you're waiting for him to just get one long run to really even out his run per whatever his average yards per carry. But
Yeah.
his long was 17, Jason. So he had 13 and like 40, 36. He had like 13 carries for 36 yards for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that must have been his touchdown run, that 17-yarder.
Yeah, but he seems to be doing better on the goal line. Jason, remember last year he was like 2 for 10.
Yeah, and then they go and drafted
Fucking Tank
Bigsby.
Bigsby, one of my waiver wire league winners before the season started, and the goddamn guy can't even touch the ball more than 2 times a fucking game.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, I almost made my fantasy MVP the start of the week this week.
London?
Drake London. Yeah,
That was a question I was actually going to ask you earlier. Is like,
I said no because I just said I'm not going to ever make a start of the week with a quarterback that I don't trust.
I know, I remember that. I remember you said that. That's a very good point.
I trust Brock Purdy. I don't fucking trust Desmond Ritter yet. Maybe by the end of the season. I don't know.
I was like asking. I was thinking you were talking about Deontay Johnson's like injury earlier. I was like, okay. Before you said that you want to play him this week, I was like, would you play him over Drake London?
Right. Yeah.
But you said you want to play him at all this week.
Correcto mundo. Jason. Okay, here we go.
Speaking of wide receivers,
are you talking about Christian Kirk
or Calvin Ridley, whichever one?
I'm working down the line of production here, so Calvin Ridley's fucking last.
Okay.
But Christian Kirk, I am telling you right now, once Zay Jones comes back, I bet you, I'm going to eat my words, dude, but I bet you Christian Kirk is not going to be such a fucking thing. If you want to trade Christian Kirk right now, I think it might be. Who knows, though? We need to check Zay Jones because I have not checked it lately. He came in with an injured knee not too long ago. He injured it like in game 2. But man, I still believe in Zay Jones almost over Christian Kirk sometimes. But I was reading an article. Anyways, Jason, Christian Kirk 6 for 90 and a touchdown. How do you feel about Christian Kirk? He's winning people games, dude. For where you drafted him.
Yeah, I'm going to go in the opposite way. Like even with Zay Jones plays, I feel like Christian Kirk is still going to be. He's still going to benefit in this system. I think he's going to be the guy between the 20s. And then Zay Jones is going to be the touchdown receiver. And Calvin Ridley is just going to be watching the whole thing.
Yeah, and see, Doug Peterson, like week 1 or something, it was after Christian Kirk didn't do shit. He said, hey, man, Christian Kirk is our man or man beater. Like if they're playing man, like Christian Kirk will get his targets. And then, so that has been kind of the case. They have been playing teams that play a lot of man, but they did play Indianapolis again, and he killed it. But that was without Zay Jones. I was reading, there's a huge in-depth article I was reading about this today. Calvin Ridley does better against zone defenses, I guess, or whatever. And Christian Kirk better against man. A lot of the defenses going forward for the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're going to be playing a lot of zone. So if you you might be able to trade fucking a bag of what, Jason? Marshmallows, whatever you talk about?
Bag of rocks, marshmallows.
Dude, for Ridley right now. People fucking hate Ridley. If you look at the sentiment online, the sentiment online, holy shit. People hate him, Jason. So I'm thinking about trying to trade some shit for Calvin Ridley and not starting him now, just holding.
Yeah, it's kind of tough with Calvin Ridley just because, he's not getting really much of any red zone targets. I think he has like 2 on the year.
Yeah, so, and then Jason, Evan Ingram led the team in targets, dude. 5 catches, 45 yards. If you're PPR, that is 9 points only. Half PPR, I mean, you're looking at it's like 2.5 points, so 6.5 points. That's pretty shitty. Yeah. But I mean, you're getting a tight end that's leading his team in targets, Jason.
Yeah, I thought this was for sure an Evan Ingram game. And you know what's something that's crazy about is that like Christian Kirk had 1 less target, 1 more reception, but he was 100% on his catch rate. He caught everything that was thrown to him. While Evan Ingram, I think he was like 5 for 7. Makes a huge difference. That one. Look at that 1 catch. Christian Kirk wasn't really much doing anything until he decided to do a crazy route run, caught the ball, and he outran the whole Saints team up the sideline, scored the touchdown. If that didn't happen, he wasn't having much of a game.
Right.
one reception could change the outcome of of fantasy points. And Evan Ingram
Yeah,
just couldn't
dude.
take advantage of that.
Who was that running back that wasn't doing? Oh, Derrick Henry, and then ran fucking 60 yards and then got a touchdown off of it a little bit later. So he was doing shit until then.
And that's it.
So this game, Jacksonville Jaguars were up by a lot. Saints came back, throwing to goddamn, 5 yards. Derek Carr, threw the ball 55 times, Jason. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Remember when we were talking about last time he threw the ball 50 times? So this is 2 games in a row, 50 or more.
Yeah. If you're getting a quarterback that's throwing the ball 50 or 55 times, I mean, it's hard not to even want to play that, dude, because that's 50 and 55 opportunities that he's going to get you some points.
Well, Jason, I'm just looking at that being like, dude. And fucking, no wonder Alvin Kamara got 14 goddamn targets. I should probably try to trade. Who would you rather have, Alvin Kamara or Raheem Mostert on your team?
Oh, dude. Probably in the end game, probably Kamara.
See, that's my problem. Well, yeah, because Raheem Mostert, they're going against Dallas and the Jets. I think it's Jets and then Dallas and then somebody pretty easy in the fantasy playoffs. That is scary to me, even though you can run against Dallas, maybe. I mean, who knows? So yeah, it's just like, I don't know if I want to trade away Mostert or Kamara or Walker. Because those are my 3 running backs.
Well, I think, they're not really doing a lot on the ground. They're not being efficient on the ground. I think that's why that's causing them to throw. If they were efficient on the ground, Tyler, you know what running back would be the one running the ball?
Who?
Kamara.
Oh, I know. And Kamara, man, I mean, he looks good. It doesn't translate to like efficiency. I remember watching him in the preseason and I'm watching a little bit of these highlights lately. He looks good. But I think he's pretty fucking old too, though, Jason.
I think he's like the same age as like Aaron Jones and Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
I think they're all the same draft class. I could be wrong.
Oh man, I was supposed to write down what's right and wrong on Thursday Night Football, but so Jason, I think let's see, I had I was right. Oh, I said to sit this. Oh, I said you could start the Saints defense. I was wrong on that, and I said to start Balake Grupe. And Balake Grupe had 3 field goals, man. So that was a really good start. So I think I said to sit Michael Thomas, and he did well. I said to sit. So I got 3 wrong out of like 7. So 60%, that is a success. If you are good at gambling, 60% is the shit, Jason.
So earlier, he had me so confused. So you didn't say to start the Jaguars defense.
No, I started. I said I started. Yeah, like
and
my personal team started.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
I know. Now that I say that out loud, it's like no wonder because I was like, oh, I had him as a start. Well, I started the Jaguars defense, and you're like, what the fuck? I am the Jaguars defense.
Okay, now it makes sense. Sorry,
yeah,
dude,
so my personal man. That's why I was. Oh, and then I was like, I wasn't paying attention, so I forgot what team I was covering. I only researched the Jaguars defense. And, I was going off of Josh Allen. Jason, did you see that they showed the wrong Josh Allen last night in their graphics or whatever?
They put the quarterback from Buffalo?
Yeah, because they were talking about Josh Allen, like, generating sacks. And then it was a fucking Josh Allen from Buffalo, like, running a touchdown in.
I didn't see that. Damn it.
Yeah, it was on Reddit today on the NFL sub. The wrong Josh Allen, because I was like, I was tripping out anyways. But it's so funny that a graphics person's like, oh, you need a Josh Allen graphic? Here you go. And it's like, it's fucking Thursday Night Football between the fucking Saints and the fucking Jaguars.
Hey, okay, so how many points did the Jaguars defense get you?
10 points. 10.
Yeah, okay.
And that's only because they got a touchdown, Jason.
Mm-hmm. From that linebacker that's just a beast, dude. Number 23.
Is that Josh Allen?
No. Josh Allen.
He's a defensive end or something?
I want to say 44. This guy's got like a crazy last name is like Alaco.
Fuck, Jason. Josh Allen, man, last night, 3 quarterback hits. Nobody else on that team had more than 1. So he's probably going to be top of the league in quarterback pressures again after this week.
Yeah. I wonder who's
So he
number
is a
one.
name to know. Jason, I was tripping out because I was like, Josh Allen is a defensive end. I was like, man, I thought it was an old thing about my one of my favorite players of all time, number 60 with the mullet before it was cool, like all these fucking kids walking around with
Allen?
Yeah, dude, Jared Allen, man. Woo!
Yeah, I got a
I
wrangle
need to
on
get it.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I literally that is like one of my next jerseys. Hey, please support this show. If we ever get big, I can fucking afford jerseys that aren't from Goodwill, and I might be able to get a Josh Allen 69 jersey.
Get it for the Chiefs. That'd be sick.
We'll get you which one?
When he played for the Chiefs, that'd be sick.
Hell, fuck, dude, Jason, I'm a Vikings fan. Why would I do that?
What? I didn't know that.
Motherfucker. What are you trying to do, motherfucker? All right, Jason. So we covered everything I think that we want to cover. How do you feel about that?
Oh, wait, hold on. Shoot.
What are you doing, man?
I'm trying to see my right or wrongs. I was wrong, right?
Yeah,
right,
I was trying to think.
Right,
I got the wide receivers mixed. If fucking Michael Thomas wouldn't have caught that touchdown, I would have been fine. I would have got one thing wrong, pretty much.
I was 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5?
Yeah.
That's 60%. Jason and I both got 60%. I think I maybe got a couple percentage over that, but who the fuck cares? That's because I do kickers and defenses.
60%? What?
The Saints had, 60%, so that's good.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Oh, God, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Hey, if it did, man, we'd be making money.
Dude, I went through high school on 60%. I graduated college 60%.
I had like A pluses or A pluses, Jason.
Oh, I know. Remember doing asking Miss Patrick if you could mop the classroom for an A plus.
I'll fucking clean the goddamn an A. That's not good enough. I'll clean the fucking dishes, dude. It's like my parents will beat me if I come home with an A.
I'm like, I'm happy with a D plus, man.
Your parents are like hanging up on the fridge, like, why? Did you see that plus next to that D? Well, goddamn.
Well, when I gave my report card to my parents, I usually put a line between the D so it looked like a B plus.
It's like
they were like, how are you getting a B plus in English and you can't write or spell? It was tough. It's tough to pull it off.
In college, though, Jason, I'm pretty sure I only got, I think I averaged like a 3.0, so not that great. And college was easy as fuck, so.
Totally.
High school was harder because I was trying to get laid the whole time. And I couldn't.
I'm still in school.
All right, Jason. That is the show. 53 minutes. We are in. I've got to go. I was thinking about watching Poltergeist 2, Jason. You know there's Poltergeist 2 and 3?
Yeah, the second one's pretty good.
It's all the same cast, but Steven Spielberg did not direct it.
Yeah. Wait till you see the guy drink the tequila with the worm in it, man.
Oh, fuck, dude. This guy was like, he's all, the house is fucking haunted. He's all at midnight or whatever. He's all digging through the refrigerator, putting a bunch of shit in his mouth. And I was like, watch, it's going to be rotten. And then the fucking steak was like, worming over. And then
what about when he was like tearing his skin off in the mirror?
That used to freak me out when I was a kid. And now it looks like somebody's like, like how you kiss yourself, like this. I can't. Oh. Yep. Oh. Now somebody's like ripping his fucking. So I want you to reach around this fucking fake body and start ripping flesh off.
Yeah, it's crazy how we get used to certain CGI and makeup and all that.
I love practical effects. Go to Hulu and watch Prey. It is a prequel to The Predator. That is all practical effects. Amazing movie. I watched it again with my parents.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Fucking dude, my parents were so pumped when I turned that on. They're like, "What is this?"
They haven't. That was like one of the best Predator movies since probably Predator 2.
Hell fucking yeah. All right, everybody. That is the show. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we earned a thumbs up. Hopefully we earned a subscription. If you are not already subscribed, please, God, please. We fucking need it. Jason, please send us out with your awesome beanie.
We got some more videos coming out. Or maybe Tyler may or may not be able to do live Sunday.
Oh, shit. I cannot do live on Monday or Sunday. My parents are going to be eating breakfast with me, and then going back to Bakersfield, god awful butthole of the world. But I will be able to release a waiver show early again. Should not affect the waiver show.
All right. But
Thank
okay,
you.
so the waiver show is going to come out. I'm going to Seattle to knock out Devin Witherspoon's knees with a crowbar.
Nancy Kerrigan, that bitch.
she got a hitman to do it, didn't she? I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to all die. With that being said, we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Catch you on the flip side.